Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. We are in episode 4 of our series Avoiding Burnout. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. And the topic today just steers slightly into the conceptual side. What is balance? And I've spent a lot of years saying I hate that word because it does mean something different to each of us. And no one has ever succeeded in anything by being completely balanced. There are times you've really got to pour on the energy and the effort into something, but that could be looking at balance as an entire scope of your life. There are seasons of life. There are times you're working just on education alone. Is that imbalanced? No, that's setting you up for a great career. It's something you want to do. There are times you focus on just child rearing because that's when your kids are 2 years old, 10 years old. Is that imbalanced? I hope you're a good enough parent to realize that you got to focus most of your energy there. So balance in terms of nutrition, fitness, health, competition. How do you like to relay all this to your clients, Adam?
Yeah. Well, balance is a hard concept. So, I typically tell people, with flexible structure, make sure that you're enjoying things in life and you're not obsessive, because obsessive is where that really takes your balance away. And I had a great phone call with a client because she was just really struggling. Family reunion. She was worried about what the scale was going to say the next day. And she still worked with me. And I said, why are you taking all the blunt of this emotional stress when you have me as a coach? So, one, just letting me know that you're having that issue is key. But two, know that you have me to take care of you. And if you start getting too off track, I am going to, help you with that. And I think one problem I really see is a lot of competitors get off stage and they're like, I'm going to go to a balanced lifestyle. Well, good luck, because you may as well stand on the tip of the surfboard because you're just not quite ready for that balance. You've got to think about the exit strategy. You've got to think about the reverse. You've got to think about getting your blood work done to make sure, you're reversing to a spot that you've got an optimal hormonal supply. And that's actually going to dictate your whole mindset too. So all of these things go hand in hand. So, balance is really taking the time with the exit strategy, slowly learning how to trust yourself in different situations. And you're going to fall off the board here and there. And, maybe staying with a coach for a while to let them kind of balance the surfboard for you.
Mhm. I, I I've been talking a lot about one of the things I mentioned in the introduction here, which is everything that we look at is viewed differently from different perspectives. And we arbitrarily fall into these traps of just categorizing it the same way as everybody else. So just like macronutrient tracking, it's your daily totals. If you don't hit the daily totals, that's a win or a loss. You feel great or you feel horrible. But what about the week? What about the month? What about backing it up into the entire purview of your contest prep? Then all of a sudden that one day that was off a little bit may not matter as much. And the same thing with balance, as we've talked about training and food both, just to micromanage one workout or one meal or one day when you could back up and view that as an incredible point of success for the week because you simply learned how to roll with the punches, intuitively discern what your body needs in terms of training, more work, less work, etc. And so, in terms of balance, it's not trying to balance every day or every thought or every moment. It's what do I need to do right now? The times of our life that we may say, this, I didn't anticipate this. Yeah, I don't have room for it right now. Well, if it's critical or really important to you, and you think later in life you're going to be really happy you did this, push some other things out of the way for a while, make room for this one thing. And, we're going to talk about that in our final episode a little bit more, a little surprise. We're going to go kind of almost antithetical to some of the things we've talked about. But I think balance is an important concept because it's so misunderstood.
Absolutely. And it's hard to define. So, but everyone deserves to live where they're happiest. And sometimes that's being a little bit heavier than you would want to be in the off season. And you just have to get past your fear of judgment, because I'll be the first to say my Uncle John was the happiest guy I ever knew, but he couldn't walk because he was so heavy. And, I'm not saying that was the best lifestyle to live, but it was so cool to grow up around somebody who's completely opposite of the spectrum that I currently live in with bodybuilding. And, I wish I could just find a divide with people where, being 15, 20 pounds over stage weight isn't the end of the world and doesn't end your life.
Or even the other continuum, other end of the continuum. I have a client right now who wants to stay lean and she's doing great. Like she feels great. Her food is at maintenance levels. And I keep saying like, man, we're still pretty lean. Are you sure you're okay? I'm almost trying to force food. And she's like, no, I love this. I feel the best ever. And so, again, it's like you said, you deserve to be where you want to be and understand what kind of balance that means in other areas of your life. So stay tuned. We're going to come back with a little surprise for episode 5 to wrap this up. We'll see you next time in Contest Prep University.